Dr. Charles Krauthammer, who I have enormous respect for in many respects. In the 1980s, he was working for Walter Mondale. Now, people can change. That's not a problem. I'm getting to my point in a moment. Our friend George Will, in 1979 and 80, he said Reagan can't win. First he backed Howard Baker, and then he backed George H.W. Bush, eventually backing Reagan. These aren't the people who are going to provide the wisdom and judgment and the foresight when we're in a battle like this.
Mark Levin, conservative talk show host, talking about Dr. Krauthammer here and George Will, conservative columnists, about their reaction to Ted Cruz and his stand on the Senate floor and stand against Obamacare. We're back with the panel. Well, Charles?
I stand exposed as the longest secret mole of liberals and Democrats in the movement, conservative movement, in the history of the Republic. Alger Hiss is a piker beside me. But I will remind you that the sainted Ronald Reagan started out as a very strong supporter of FDR. So I think it's somewhat sacrilegious that I should invoke him, but I will nonetheless. So, look, that's kind of amusing. I was young once. I'm sure Levin was as well. That's my excuse. The objection I had to what Cruz was doing was that he took them down a cul-de-sac in terms of tactics, and he implied very unfairly, he didn't only imply, he basically said, that anybody who didn't agree with his tactic, which is a cul-de-sac tactic, it leads nowhere, is somebody who betrays the opposition to Obamacare. John McCain, all the other people in the Republican Party, in the House and in the Senate, fought tooth and nail in 2009 and 2010. I don't know where Ted Cruz was or what he was doing, but he arrived at the party late. So if you're going to cast aspersions on the people who fought every step of the way, who opposed every twist and turn of this Obamacare along the way, you ought to be a little bit humble about it and at least recognize their honesty and sincerity in the way that he did not.